Introducing the Ungun, the non-lethal self-defense platform. Lightweight and simple to use. It uses an easy-to-load 5-round magazine and is powered by an 8-gram CO2 cartridge. Byrna launchers fire a 68 caliber chemical-filled projectile using a patented pull-pierce technology where the CO2 canister is only punctured on the first trigger pull, meaning your launcher is always at the ready. It's capable of incapacitating an attacker for over 30 minutes and is accurate and effective at over 60 feet. It requires no permits, no background checks, and is interstate travel friendly. With Byrna, you will be prepared to defend.
Breaking Benjamin and Stained. With special guest Daughtry Lake.
Hello, everybody. Wait, hold on. Okay. I'm going to turn off the music there. So, I hope everybody is doing well out there. Kind of like trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, okay, window projector preview. All right. Okay, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. I hope you can hear me okay. If you don't know me, my name's Chris, and today we're going to be doing something a little different here. As you can see, I've got the camera on the main screen and my screenshot at the bottom. You know, just for intro purposes, really. Otherwise, I think we're all set, ready to go. I always know what I'm going to say in a live stream before it actually comes up, and then when I finally hit record or, you know, stream, all of a sudden my mind just blanks out. It just, I can't think of anything. So I'm sorry that I'm sitting there going, being a little bored. All right. Letting my ADD get away from me here. Seeing stuff on my keyboard. I'm like, ugh, God. I really got to clean up my desk and the inside of my computer. But everything is okay. I just had some dinner. A neighbor brought over some steaks, and I had myself a steak quesadilla. Really nice. So, enough about me. It's St. Patrick's Day, and really, I'm not feeling that not really feeling that festive. Maybe later on tonight after the stream, I'll go out, get some beers, bring them home, some Guinness, and have a beer or two. But otherwise, you know, not really feeling any kind of holiday besides St. Patrick's Day is probably more of a holiday in Ireland than anywhere else. Us Americans, we just use holidays as an excuse for alcohol. That's us. We just, oh, okay, it's a holiday. Cool, drinks. So, excuse me for a second. Let me shut my door. All right. So, as you can see on the bottom there, I've got, hello. Focus. There we are. Okay. So as you can see on the bottom, let me just go ahead and switch that, since I can actually switch these. Oh, no, not that. Not that. PC bottom middle. There we go. Okay. Now, we're in the aircraft selection screen here for planning out a flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I just wanted to, you know, highlight a few things that we can do, such as we can fly a commercial jet airliner like Airbus, the Boeing 747. We could fly Cessnas, Cessna 152, Cub crafters. We have, you know, a whole bunch of different propeller planes. We have the Curtiss JN4 Jenny. I have not flown that one yet, but But they've got all sorts of prop planes, turboprops, This is the one I downloaded the first time I actually decided to do this kind of channel. I downloaded it and took it out for a fly, and the first time I tried taking off with it, I crashed. Turned out the flight modeling wasn't that great on this aircraft, and that taught me to read the reviews on these planes before I decide to buy a model of one to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So they've got all sorts of these planes. They also have, as you can see, they have helicopters. They have helicopters. They have these really light prop planes like the Icon A5. I love flying this one. It's a really nice personal plane. It's more of like a sport craft. And my favorite so far to fly as far as the prop planes is this Beechcraft Bonanza G36. This is one of my absolute favorites. This is a real joy to fly, and it handles so well. It doesn't fly very fast, but I mean, just for like, if I were to be a real pilot, just using this as an everyday commute, for like whatever reason, not an everyday, but just a regular commuter plane. Man, this one's awesome. I absolutely love it. But another one that I do like is, as far as turboprops, the Beechcraft King Air is a really nice one. And the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan is actually a really good plane as well. But I like it. I like my planes to be able to have retracting, what do you call it, landing gear. Duh. My mind blanks out on certain words and phrases, and even blanks out on names. I hate that. But I like it to have retractable landing gear because it just makes the plane more aerodynamic, less drag, and all that fun stuff. Plus, one more thing to remember when you're landing: make sure your wheels are down. Otherwise, you're called Wheels Up Chris. So you can also fly those and personal jets. You can fly helicopters, and not only that, but you can also fly completely fictional aircraft like this D-77TC Pelican. This is actually the what you would call all-purpose space and terrestrial craft, because it does go off into space. And this thing is supposed to be like a VTOL, vertical takeoff and land craft. Does vertical takeoffs, and you can fly like that, similar to a Harrier jet. And not only that, but they just came out with the House Atreides Ornithopter from Dune. This is a really interesting aircraft in that these rotors will actually spread out and start flapping really fast. Like, basically, like it looks like a what do you call it? Dragonfly. I mean, it's an ornithopter. It's called an ornithopter, but I would just call it a man-made dragonfly. I would call it a dragonfly craft. It literally operates like a dragonfly. I mean, it's so cool, and I thought, I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll take it out and maybe do a video on it or something, but it is very interesting. I went through the tutorial on it for a little bit just to see what it was like, and I'm like, wow, this is very different. They did such a good job with the internals, like all the controls and everything. And then also another one is this experimental Dark Star. This is the plane that is in Top Gun Maverick, the one that is supposed to be hypersonic and goes pretty. It's supposed to theoretically go around Mach 5 or so, and that is hella fast. It's purported that the SR-71A Blackbird goes. Some people have theorized that it goes almost to around Mach 4, and that's about as fast as any human should has any right to go. But I have not even tried to fly this. The fastest I have flown so far, and this is the topic of our stream today, is this one, the Boeing A-18EF Super Hornet. I did read some or watch some videos on the history of this craft. It's actually very interesting. Not so much the history, but just the people that have had to pilot this, and some of the how should I put it? Some of the feelings on how it is to fly it, and it is a beast. It's probably one of the most stable fighter jets, and one of the fastest. It is unbelievable just how good this thing actually handles in the air. And I have flown it a few times in the simulator, and of course most of the time I've crashed. The last few days though, I have been talking to my best friend's husband, my best friend whom I'm gonna go see in Indiana this next weekend, actually, as a matter of fact. The week after this coming week, right now, I will be going to Indiana to see my online best friend, and then she will be. Her name is Lily. So Lily, hi, if you're out there right now. And her husband's name is Garrett. So hello, Garrett. And I'll be going to see them, and then she'll be my real life best friend. So yay! This is going to be basically. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, I was talking to him online a couple days ago, and he downloaded the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and he really wanted to fly with me. So he got set up in the multiplayer part of this, and I've already been set up in multiplayer for a little bit, but I made sure that everything was all set. And for some reason, it didn't work out. We couldn't see each other on here, but we got to talking about different planes, and then I thought, why not show off and fly around in a Super Hornet? So I did just that. I went into the cockpit. Didn't do a full startup. I just made the simulator automatically start it up and have me already on the runway ready to go. Took off, and just for the sake of it, I said, you know what? Let me try and land this thing and see if I can actually do that. Now that I have a little bit more experience in landing all sorts of airplanes, because the last time I tried, I didn't have as much experience, and the funniest landing I had was I landed on the runway and just kept on going past the runway into a whole bunch of trees and a house. That was that was quite a bit of fun, but I hate doing crash landings in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have to kind of get used to that because in the end it's just a game. Even though, I try to take it as seriously as I can, because it is supposed to be pretty realistic I mean, they do say that you shouldn't use Microsoft Flight Simulator as an actual trainer or a substitute of an actual flight instructor, real world flight instructor doing a real world flight, but I have heard of pilots actually using Microsoft Flight Simulator during COVID lockdown when we had that thing going on to keep themselves in practice. So if it gets that kind of endorsement, I mean, hey, who am I to argue? But yeah, I would really much rather have real world flight instruction. So enough of me nattering. Let's get down to this. Let's get down to business. Let me make sure that I don't have anybody in chat right now, so kind of wondering if anybody is. Let's get down to business. Okay, yeah. Let me make sure that, oh, and by the way, I actually do have something else here, which is my new headphones. It's nice not to have a cord anymore, like these old headphones right here. It's nice to have a nice full Bluetooth setup, and well, not quite full because this controller is wired as well. But I don't mind. It's got a long enough cord. I could probably do some gaming right from the bed that's right behind me if I wanted to, which I actually have done. Sorry, a little tired. Okay, so let's do this. What should I do? Where should I go? What should I be? The flight conditions, I want to put it on daytime for this because in airplanes that I know what I am doing, like I know how to land them pretty well, I'm very comfortable with landing them at night. The Super Hornet, though, I don't think I'm very comfortable with landing in any conditions, really. In fact, that one day I was talking about a couple days ago where Garrett was trying to do multiplayer with me. When I was trying to land the Hornet, I was flying around, let's see here, the Louisville, Kentucky area, and I tried landing it, and for some odd reason, the airports all around this area, and in fact going up to Cincinnati, Ohio practically, actually this whole area right here, what had just a ton of fog, and I could not see to be able to land anywhere. I think I had to eventually land at the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport, but I had to go quite a few miles to get out of the fog. It was really it was annoying. But yeah, trying to land an F-18 in fog is not a very good thing, because when you see the airport off in the distance, then you're practically on top of it going at the speeds that this thing goes at. So even slowing down the aircraft, throttling back and putting flaps at full, it really doesn't slow down very well. This thing just wants to speed. It is a speed demon. I mean, of course it's going to be a speed demon. It's a fighter jet. Alright, so where should I take off from? Anybody have any objections to maybe doing a range test here? It's supposed to have a range of what? 2,165 cruise speed is 451 ktas, which is knots true airspeed. It's a true airspeed of 451 knots, which really, I have to kind of debate that because the cruise speed on the Cessna Citation is 451 knots, and it doesn't go nowhere near as fast. But let's suppose so. Let's suppose cruise speed isn't exactly supersonic speed. Maximum altitude is 45,000 feet. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and just get into this. What is a good test here? Because I'd like to see how good my fuel conservation efforts are with this craft. So let's try going, say, at the speed this thing goes at. Let's say, let's go ahead and go from, let's go ahead from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Or no, let's make it a little bit. Let's make this a little bit better here. Camp Verde, Sedona. Hello, where did I just? What did I do? Where am I at? Prescott. Okay, there we go. Let's do Luke Air Force Base. Take off from runway 3R. Actually, ramp 10 parking. No. Sorry. I hate the load times on this. World map, okay. Ramp 10. Set as departure. Okay. So, oh, and let me go ahead and fuel this thing up to about 95%. I say 95%. You know, I actually forgot to do a flight plan. Ha! I can't believe this. I wanted to take off from... Hold on. Main menu. It wasn't supposed... I actually tried selecting a departure from ramp 10, which means that it's not supposed to be started up and ready to go. I'm supposed to be doing this from a cold start. Now, select my arrival. Let's see here. What's Albuquerque, Dallas Fort Worth? That's 783 nautical miles. Okay, it's showing me. Okay, there we go, 95%. All right. It was showing me that Okay, so let's try to go to Chicago from Luke Air Force Base. Are there any military? There's Midway, but no, that's not military. Is O'Hare a military? I mean, do they service military aircraft? I mean, I would think that almost any major airport could service military aircraft. They just, I don't know if they'd have the correct kind of fuel. Is there such a thing as a military airport? Believe me, I don't know I do not know everything about flying, of course, but come on, let me see here. Nope, sorry. ADD's getting away from me again. Military airports. Let's see. List of United States Army airfields. Air bases. Aerodrome. Used by military personnel to conduct military aircraft flight operations. Differences between civilian and military airports. Joint use airports. There's Belleville, Illinois, Scott Air Force Base. It's Mid-America. Okay. Wow, that's actually kind of cool. So let's go to Illinois. Belleville, Illinois, Scott Air Force Base. Where's Belleville? Believe it or not, even though I'm from Illinois, I don't know where everything is. There's Danville. Where's Belleville? Hang on. Let me see if I can look it up. Benelville. Belleville. Okay, hold on a second. Select arrival, come on. Scott Air Force Base. There we go. How about that? 1,149 nautical miles. That's a perfect test. All right. All right. Oh, crud. Again. False start, false land. False start, false land. I also hate how Microsoft Flight Simulator somehow resets things on you so that so that you have to, it's like I select it and then I have to select it again because you changed one thing and it resets something else. I don't understand that. Departure from Luke Air Force Base to well, what the hell? Here, I'll look for Mid-America. Mid-America? No, that's not it. Oh my God. Let me Google it. I hate how airports are listed and you can't normally know what their ICAO is. KBLV. Okay. Now let's go ahead and hope that this thing, and of course I may have to redo the fuel because it reset to back to 50%. I am not sure why. Also, that's another thing is why the heck this flight simulator always resets the fuel back to 50%. I do not understand that. I wonder if somebody's made a video like where they talk just all about the gripes. I'm sure they have. Okay, so before starting engine. Holy crap. Okay, flaps auto, landing gear down. Of course. Of course the landing gear is going to be down before you start the engines. If they're not down, there's a problem. Hooks up, light out, wing fold, switch, same as wing position. Starting the engine, battery on. Like, where the heck is the battery? On. APU. Where's my APU? APU is right there. APU ready light on within 30 seconds. That's a nice sound. I like that sound. There it is. It's on. Engine crank. Right. Right throttle. Idle when 10% N2. Okay, that's good. Oil pressure. Oil. GT 871C maximum. Okay. DDI brightness. HUD brightness should be okay. That's all good. Okay, so right engine EFD check. %61 minimum. Okay, temperature. Okay, oil. 42 to 90%, and NOZ 77 to 83%. I don't know why it says 71. Okay. Bleed air. Both. Engine crank, left. Left. Whoa. HUD. All right. Checklist. that would help, huh? Engine crank. Is off. That's good. All right. Where's my fuel data? Ah, there it is. Okay. Bingo. All right. So, I am wasting fuel here, so let's get this underway. before taxi. Wings. Wings are spread. Extended. Flaps at half. There we go. APU is off. Nose wheel steering is engaged. Parking brake release. Let's go.
Chill Hill 001 with Echo request taxi to the active straight out departure.
Chill Hill 001 taxi to and hold short of runway 03 left via taxiway Delta Charlie. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 03 left via taxiway Delta Charlie cross runway 21 right Alpha Chill Hill 001.
Make sure no one's coming. Oh, come on. Your cow turn. She's my girl. I can call her a cow if I want to. Boom. No. You know, I was supposed to go to 3L, not 21L. Not 21 right. Sorry guys, I'm a bunch of fail today. This reminds me of a funny thing that happened one particular flight I had where I was trying to land at one airport. I couldn't tell where the runway is, but my brain told me, Oh, blue lights equals runway. No, blue lights does not equal runway. Blue lights means taxiway. So I landed on the taxiway. And evidently, this bus has a death wish. Wait, no! Boom! Took off my wing. We have another bus that has a death wish. I don't know what's going on with these buses having... They just want to crash into a plane. Into a military jet. Of all things. And I am not on the taxiway. In case you're wondering what those floating words are, those are other players. Since I have it set to look at the people that are in multiplayer. Let's make my whole stream be taxiing. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, right. Wings spread and locked. Flaps half. Hook up, light out. Flaps on auto. Okay, there's my flaps. I used up a lot of fuel just taxiing right now. My God, am I going to be able to get to Chicago on time? Or with enough fuel? Where's my lights at? Recognition lights are on. Where's my taxi lights? Do I have taxi lights? Is there no such thing as taxi lights on here? I mean, these fighter jets are probably the 300-pound gorillas. I mean, they just, wherever they want to go, they're going to go. All right. All right, let's lock. We'll steering it low. Let's see if that does it. All right, ready? Okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. So, that's the cruise speed. So let's see here. I am on my way to Chicago from Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, just for shiggles here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah. Nice. Just to show you what it's like inside the airplane when you're doing those kind of freaking maneuvers. Okay, let's level off a little bit here. All right. Very fast, very highly maneuverable aircraft. Nice. Very, very nice. I'm about halfway up to cruising altitude. Ooh, my fuel went down quite a bit here. I love the heads-up display in these things. That is so nice. Going at a heading of 060 at 22,000, or flight level 22, flight level 220. Sorry, I gotta get used to that kind of terminology. Adjust for heading of 50. Opened up the engines a little bit there. Wow. This is absolutely breathtaking. I've already used up quite a bit of fuel. I'm only going 176 knots. And falling. Nice. That's supposed to be me. Well, let's put it on autopilot here. I have a feeling that that is incorrect. Cruise altitude of an F-18. Below 40K. For long-range missions, 25K to 35K. So I'm actually at 27, which is good. Yeah, let's stop descending here. Let's be at... Are my flaps up? Yeah, my flaps are up. I'm trying to get my, whatchamacallit, my... God, I just blanked out on that again. I don't know if there's such a thing as trim on an F-18, but I'm trying to trim things down a little bit. There. I think we're doing good now. I just want to try and get some stable flight going on. Yeah, that looks pretty stable. Stable as a cable. Well, I'm at 10,000 pounds fuel. No, not 10,000 pounds. I think it's 10,000 gallons. That's little less than 3,000 pounds fuel. No. Is that pounds, really? Yeah, that's pounds. Holy crap, wow. I'm at 72% fuel, and I'm not even out of Phoenix yet. Looks like the plane's comfortable just sitting right there, which is good. I'll just let it fly. This is beautiful, though. Wow. Okay, so how long have I been doing this now? Oh my gosh. It's 7:12. You guys have been watching me for about an hour and 12 minutes, and I barely have gotten started. So I'm sorry for yammering for so much and screwing around. Nobody's in chat. Let me see if... There's only one watching. Darn it. Come on, guys. Be right back. Went for coffee while my F-18 is flying itself. Be right back. Went for coffee. Wow, it's going 372 knots and climbing. Let's see if I can make it level out a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, it's doing good. Let's see, what's my fuel at? Ugh. Fuel's not doing too good. Okay, let's keep it like that. That should be fine. All right. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
All right. Okay, so okay, so really, like I said, when I'm not, like I said in my last video, Microsoft Flight Simulator can be boring when you're just taking off and landing, taking off seated sights, landing, whatever, all the time. So that's why I like to have NeoFly, even though really there's not much to do as far as the military aircraft. There's a lot to do in there as far as like the helicopters and regular general aviation aircraft. And you can even there's an option in NeoFly for running your own airline business. So I might do that sometime. Let's see, where am I right now? Where am I? You know what? I really want to do supersonic flight and see how far this plane will actually go before I have to land. So, let's try it. Why not? As I kill the engines. Alright, so there's my throttle right there. I'm just going to go ahead and put the afterburners on. And you can see my fuel just being chewed up by the afterburners right now. But I am speeding up right now. And I'll go even faster if I start diving. I am approaching the speed of sound right now. I'm at 100% afterburners right now. Look at my speed right now. So yeah, I was literally going past the speed of sound. And that took my I was only at 9,000 pounds, and it went down to 6,800 pounds just from that little bit of using the afterburners. So there's no way I'll make it to Chicago like this. So yeah, I'm already at, yeah, less than half. About, actually half of what, almost half of what I started with. But still, this is pretty fast. I'm already in New Mexico. Let's see here. What's a major airport? There's one right here, Farmington, New Mexico. So where should I land? How about, let's see here, KSAF. What is KSAF? Let's see. Santa Fe Regional Airport. Let's see. FAA information. Runways. We got VASI, runway end. Their runways are not very long. I don't like that. How about KABQ? I like airnav.com. This is a really nice site. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Sorry, guys. Let's see here. KABQ. Albuquerque International Airport. Their runways. Runway 826. Why is my plane going crazy all of a sudden? I must have been hit by a lot of strong wind here. How do I know if my autopilot's off? Whoa, shit. Okay, let's do... Autopilot's off. Autopilot off. There we go. That's probably what was screwing me up. Alright, let's go to Albuquerque. On 2300. Yeah, we just went past the speed of sound now. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, a little stunt cost me quite a bit of fuel.
Albuquerque Airport information, India 0000 Zulu. Wind 075 at 20. Visibility 10.
Albuquerque Tower Chilphill 001 is 64 miles northwest of 12,800 feet with India to land.
Chilphill 001 Albuquerque Tower. Altimeter tree 0.08, wind 075 at 21. Make left base runway 8.
Make left base runway 8 Chilphill 001.
Good. It's a nice long runway, too. About a little over 2 miles long. What was that all about? Uh-oh. What's wrong with my... Oh, no! What? I don't know what the heck just happened. Well, I guess I'm not an F-18 pilot after all, huh? I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I did to have that happen. I was trying to find. I was looking too much at information on where to land and not enough on my controls. But that's the second time that's happened to me in the F-18. Huh. Oh, well. I thought I was actually going to get off scot-free today, but I guess not. So, I think I will just go ahead and end this right here and now. It's already 7:40. This will be one of my shorter streams, but, it is what it is, right? It was fun flying an F-18, and I think I gotta learn more about it, because what I think might have happened was that I was not, hang on a second while I'm doing this, but, what I think happened was I was not looking at the actual, how should I put it? I want to do something here. Okay, there we are. I kind of want to try and see myself camera, but I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know, the fact that I need to actually look at a face, not necessarily the eyes of somebody, but maybe I just need to like look at what I'm doing in order to talk to a camera reliably. But at least I want to kind of feel like I'm talking to somebody. But I think what might have happened was that it ran out of fuel in a couple tanks, 1 or 2 tanks, and I was supposed to switch over, and I didn't. Because I noticed that my speed was just going down, 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 and then I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? So, I don't know, something happened. But, anyways, I'm... That's... I don't know, my brain's kind of trying to turn it over right now. On the plus side, so I'm going to try and get more practice and, you know, figure out exactly what I'm, you know, try and learn about what I should be doing in the cockpit of that particular aircraft, because that is, of course, highly specialized, being a military aircraft, and you need that kind of training. And hell, most commercial aircraft pilots do not have that kind of training under their belt. They don't have that. They don't know how to fly a military aircraft, unless of course they were in the military before. Quite a few airline pilots do come from military backgrounds, and some don't. That's the beauty of aviation nowadays, is that almost anyone can do it, as long as you have, you know, as long as you have the physical requirements to be able to have your license. You're able to do it. I hope someday I will get my license, even if it's just for a little bit. That is a dream. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to end it right here. I will tell you, was it the last stream that I did? I said that I was going to be building a model of BD1, and yeah, I started working on it. And so far today, this is what